Hello and welcome to another composing episode. We're looking at creating a classic Christmas tune today. Why are we doing that in the middle of a UK heatwave? Well, it's about 6 months before Christmas, so perfect time. That's why we write Halloween in March, April. So try and stay 6 months ahead of what people need. Don't forget, there's loads more of these composing episodes on a playlist somewhere over there. And why not give a festive like and subscribe for some Christmas fun. So this week, the brief is over there. I'll put it under the video so you can read it in full, but we're getting into the holiday spirit with classic Christmas cues, warm, nostalgic, timeless. We're going to look at lush strings, soft woodwinds, sleigh bells, obviously, gentle brass, that sort of thing. So we're thinking of traditional holiday displays on the Great Christmas Light Fight, the comforting warmth of holiday baking championship, that sort of thing. So classic Christmas is what we're aiming for. I don't know what I'm going to come up with for a melody to start with, but I'll have a play around with some sounds and be back with you shortly. Okay, so I've started with violins 1 and 2 from BBC SO, just literally walking up a pattern. I've done it over 12 bars because we want it to develop and feel nice and warm. The violins 1 are just doing normal legato. Actually, violins 2 are on long consordino. So slightly different effect, but it gives us that nice warm sound. Okay, what can we add to that? Remember, we're trying to build up a whole bunch of layers to create our Christmassy atmosphere. Okay, I decided to go with even more strings from Albion 1. Just doing this tremolo, holding the main chord, which is a D, but just using the D and the A, and then the obligatory tubular bells. Okay, more Christmas stuff on the way. Right, I just thought I'd pause after adding this one. BBC SO Glockenspiel just adds a little bit of Christmas magic. So sort of following the tubular bells, but doing an extra note in there as well, quite like that. Probably some percussion things next. Well, I sort of had to put sleigh bells in really, didn't I? I've just used the ones from Logic's main library actually. I've played two notes at the same time because it gives a slightly different variation, ever so slightly, when you put the two notes together. And then from UJam, I've just found some drums which start off quite subtly. And by the time we get to the end, we can build that in intensity. So it's quite trailerized, but I think that's going to work quite nicely. Right, more Christmas stuff. Okay, so as I don't know how I'm going to use all the tracks to build up in part 2, what I've done is added a harp tremolo, just holding out on the D throughout, but we can then slot that in and out. And then I went and had a go at adding some different brass instruments. So we've got the horns coming in to start with. Quite a simple rhythm, and then we add tenor trombone and muted trumpets, which are doing the same as the horns except the lower note, so they're actually doing a little bit less. Gonna have to play with some of those timings, but essentially that's starting to come together quite nicely at the end here. Okay, that's nearly there. I think maybe let's try a melody. Okay, so we've got a little tune going now. Abbey Road 1 Vibrant reads, as you can see from the notes visually, they do go up, which sort of matches what the strings are doing that we started with. They've obviously got more notes because they're playing more of a tune now. And there we go. That's it for part 1. We've got a chunk of sounds that sound classic Christmassy. Part 2, we're going to spread this out to 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. We're at 25 seconds at the moment. And don't forget to like and subscribe, especially because it's Christmas. I mean, it's winter in Australia, so that must count for something. And I'll play this as a bit of an outro for you. I hope you had fun and why not have a go yourself. See you next time.